Hi there, this is Ella from Ella's Tarot coming to you today. And what we're doing today is we're going to be exploring a new deck of cards, okay? I've never really gotten into this deck. I've never had time till now. And I thought, what better way to learn the deck for myself than to go ahead and express it outwardly to you guys, the audience, okay? So, without further ado, let's take a look to see what's coming. First of all, they're called the Fairy Tale Lenormand. Sorry. And the artwork is by Lisa Hunt. Now, the cards themselves are by Erwin Lynch. And they are kind of cute. I would say they're a knockoff to the Gypsy deck, okay? Meaning that they are akin to it. And I apologize for the glare. My glasses, unfortunately, I do need them to read. And we're going to do a lot of reading today, okay? So again, this is a mini video, and it's just to tell you whatever card pops out, that's what I'm going to read for the collective. These readings are timeless as far as this deck is concerned right now. And so I hope you like it. What I love about these new decks also, just to let you know, and I do sell them as well. You see the SQ code right there? That means you can get your booklet online. So if you just want to look online, for example, you don't have to waste paper if you want to go green. But you print it out, this is what it's going to look like, okay? So this is really, really cute. Again, this is what they're called. And let's go. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to shuffle. Again, this is for the collective. So this reading, it doesn't have a gender. It doesn't have a, move this just a little bit. It's not gender specific, and it definitely isn't specific time-wise. If you hear this in a month, from now, then that's when that was meant for you. I've often had readings that are epiphanies from other people, and I just treasure those readings because it wasn't something I was looking for. It just happened. And when it just happens, you come upon a reading and it just happens to resonate with you, wow, that's when you know that Spirit is talking to you, okay? Let's take a look. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Spirit, the spirit of the leprechauns, spirit of the fair folk, I'm calling on to you. Ooh, I'm getting chills. I'm calling on to you because I'm needing guidance. I'm trying to learn this deck so that I won't need the booklet anymore. But my fine friends are here also looking on with me. And we're going to do this together. The other thing that I always love to do in general for my readings, before I even start, I do a cleansing. Okay? This is Palo Santo. I also sell this. All you have to do is either you can DM me on Facebook, which you can find me under Victoria Violet. Yes, you did hear right, Victoria Violet. Okay? You can DM me if you're on Facebook. If you're not, I will add the description. Within the description, I should say, I will add my email. And this will ship right directly to your house. The Palo Santo is so beautiful. It's sweet. It's very light, very airy. And I'm talking about the feeling. It's very light. It's very airy. It smells like mint, or spearmint a little bit. But also the energy that it invokes is just so beautiful. It just feels like you could just float on the clouds, right? Float on the clouds. So I like to do that. I like to cleanse my sacred space. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. You should always cleanse your space that you're using. And look how beautifully it's burning. Impressive, right? Normally it burns out. That typically doesn't stay on too long. It just doesn't, at least not in my house. It either burns to where it's consuming itself totally, or it doesn't burn it very much, and then it just shuts off by itself. That is something I do like as far as the Palo Santo. I'm not having to be as careful about it as I would generally be with my sage. My sage, you always have to have an Avalon, or you should have an Avalon shell. And the reason is because this is fireproof. Okay. So when you put it down, you rest it there, it's not going to burn anything. It won't burn the surface of your table, your desk, or wherever you're working. Or even if you're working through the house and you want to smudge your home or yourself, if you want to smudge yourself, you can just put this on the floor and smudge yourself. You want to smudge the house, you can carry this around, and then you can go ahead and, open doors, windows, etc., wherever you're going to be smudging, right? And then carry on. Cleansing that crown chakra, all day long we think, we think, we think, we think. Even if it's early in the morning, well, guess what? We've already thought of a million things that we need to do today, right? We're already thinking, oh, what am I going to do today? How am I going to be productive? Am I going to go after a job today? Am I going to go to my job today? How will people treat me? How will I react? Errands. Oh, I have to make sure lunchtime comes around. I have to make sure to get that done. We're always thinking, 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 thinking. And yes, I cleanse you too in the name of all that's holy and pure, Mother Goddess. Another thing I've done for the last 30 years, and it was in my home as well as a child, agua florida, flowered water is what it's called. Okay. Again, I do carry these products, guys. So I like to, on this, if it's not, sprinkling it throughout the house, which you definitely want to do to your doors, then I do cleanse myself, especially cleansing myself and my cards, because I do private readings. So I always want to make sure my cards are clean and free of other people's energies, because what people don't tell you, what readers don't tell you is that their tools carry vibrations, right? They carry vibrations, they carry energies, and those energies are carried over from the other person that just got a reading. You don't ever want to do that. You don't ever want to carry that energy forward to the next person. You always want to give a clean, good, solid reading. All right, guys, back to the cards. Right. So, Spirit, again, I'm asking for a message for the collective. We're just picking one card out of the deck for this particular reading. See what they've got. The house. Okay. So in my other deck, the house normally is something very positive. It's pretty much, I love these decks, especially my let me show you. Especially my Gypsy Tarot, right? My Gypsy Tarot. Literally, it's pretty cut and dry. I mean, if you wanted to learn to do readings, for example, for yourself, if you've ever been interested, the Gypsy Tarot cards, I think, are the best. In this one, it's a number 3. On this deck, it's a number 4. So don't go by the numbers, guys. Don't go by the numbers. What do I mean by don't go by the numbers? It's not like the tarot. Different decks are going to have different numbers for their cards, right? It's not like the regular tarot that, the 2 of cups is the 2 of cups, and it's just that way in each and every reading, right? It's just not that way. So let's take a look to see what it's going to tell us. Oh, all right. So in this one, it says the house. The house, okay? And it's talking about domesticity, safety, and sanctuary. Again, home, domesticity, domestication, right? And it's so pretty, isn't it? Safety and sanctuary. Rather than using any specific story, we choose to use the archetype of the little cottage in the woods. Nearly every fairy tale heroine and hero either began their story from their humble home or sought sanctuary in such a place. So, there's a saying, there's no place like home. And I know that people that travel abroad or people that have traveled many, many, many months over or many years over for business, for work, when you come home, even after driving an hour, some places you commute for an hour, right? And then when you come home, it's like, oh, I can't believe I made it home. I'm so pleased to be home. It's so welcoming. You've got your creature comforts there, right? You've got everything that makes you feel good about yourself and about the place. Even a tiny home would be great, right, guys? A tiny home would be great. it would still have your creature comforts that were only for you and that were only, I guess you would say, sacred to you, because when you open that door, you expect to come in and just flop down on something comfy and cozy and just feel at home. So it represents safety, security, as well as property, real estate, and physical location. Families usually gather there. Families can be dogs, pets, and yourself, you know? And secrets might be hiding behind that closed door. The paths of stones lead out as well as in. So vibrations go out and in, as I stated before. And the card around this can indicate what is stirring inside the home. Is it a witch's oven or a family gathering for a happy celebration? Look for your questioner's card if that's in the real estate. So, in other words, what they're saying is the card that flanks that. So, I've always told you guys the card to the left and the card to the right. But in this instance, we're not going to go that deep, okay? So all we're saying pretty much is this represents hearth and home. It represents being comfortable, feeling your comfort level, and just knowing that that is waiting for you. Even if it's just during the day that you go out and then you come back, right? You come back to your home. It's just a feeling of, wow, I can't believe I'm back home. I get to rest, I get to relax, decompress, and it just feels lovely. So something out there, someone that's watching this video right now, I hope that you find that this is the answer that you need. Your home is very important to you right now, your surroundings and your creature comforts. Those are the things that are making you happy right now. Those are the things that are bringing you joy. Okay? I hope that you like this video. Again, this is helping me as it's helping you so that I can become more and more familiar with the cards. Some will be more simple and some will be more intricate. But for now, this is what we have. We're talking about the house. This is actually Ella from Ella's Tarot. And we will also be doing some traveling tarot, meaning different places, different locations. So don't be surprised if one day the video is not showing me outside, because that is where I thrive, in the element of nature. Thank you again for coming here and being with me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you spending this time with me and spending time getting to know about your home. Thank you. Love you. Till we meet again. Bye.